Save our NHS! Save our NHS! Our NHS! Save our NHS! Save our NHS! Save our NHS! Thank you today for coming. Thank you for fighting for our health service again and proving to this government that they don't have a right to take away our health service.
Stand up, so let's keep it yours. The NHS, we save it and then not listening when we've got something to say. You can save us, don't let them break us. We are your doctors, let's keep it that way. The NHS should be yours.
We are here generally to protest government propaganda, lies, and raise public consciousness by presenting the true picture. The government is purposefully deceiving people when they say we can't afford the national health.
This government is made up of private school boys who went to university for free. Now they want to pull away the ladder that so many are already struggling to grab a hold of. They close our colleges, sack our staff, and marketise our education. They're forcing us into a lifetime of debt, and for NHS students, the debt is even bigger. Research proves that it is those students who are the most debt adverse and put off by high tuition fees. Cutting their bursary or replacing it with a loan will mean putting these brave NHS students into poverty or denying them access to the health profession altogether. Our NHS is already in crisis, not only in how it is financed, but now with how the people who staff it are financed too. It's time this government stopped trying to mess with students and with our NHS. We will be with you every step of the way, be it national or local actions. We stand with you and we will fight with you. Solidarity. Thank you.
We have obviously witnessed 8 months or more of quite astounding changes and things that have been happening with our profession. And it's not only us, it's clear that it's everybody, the nurses, the teachers, the police, the people with disabilities, people on tax credits, who else? The ambulance drivers, anyone else? The patients, absolutely, and I think that that is key. Because what we are seeing now is this sort of rhetoric that none of this is about patient safety. And I think as a doctor, I would like to stand by what I have always said, and I do absolutely believe this is about patient safety. That without excellent nurses, people die. It's very clear. The nursing staff are the people that save lives. So please let us respect them. Thank you.
Last 3, I've been training to be a cancer specialist. And you see some pretty tough things in the NHS. You see some very difficult things. But what I can categorically tell you from every single day of work that I have done, it is the nursing staff who work tirelessly, who continue to give absolutely everything behind the scenes that are the very soul and backbone of the NHS and the care we provide.
And let's not start with me, but start with all of you, because I think you should give yourselves a cheer because you're here on a Saturday morning delivering a very clear message. Let's say, Bursary or Bust! Now, I think it was great to see the speaker from the NUS here earlier, because we do have to understand this is part of a bigger fight. In the Green Party, we say no student fees for anybody. You are doing hundreds, sometimes thousands of hours of work in the NHS. And that means the plan to end the bursary for nurses, midwives and other health professionals is actually a plan to make you pay to work for the NHS. This is a new low in austerity and we're not going to stand for it. At the moment, one of our big political issues is the EU referendum. And I won't use this platform to exactly say how I tell you how I think you should vote. What I will say is vote, because it's really important to have your say in this. But I will take on one argument. An argument's being put that, oh, you know, immigration is a problem for our NHS. So let's say loudly and clearly, immigration is not a problem for the NHS. 2020 is too far away. For the sake of the NHS, for the sake of all of us, we need to get rid of this government long before then.
We are here fighting a just cause, because changing student bursary to loans is not fit for purpose. We know that students like you are the future of our NHS.